Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your January 2022 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky, coming on to talk to you about quite an interesting month ahead of January. Happy calendar new year. I hope that you are all enjoying the oncoming year of 2022. I hope that you are excited for some sizable seismic shifts coming in for you. How incredible. What do I want to talk about first? Primarily, if you're new, I do intuitive messages. I do a week-to-week tarot forecast, and then I do an extended reading on Patreon. If you would like to get more, do hit that subscribe button if the reading resonates for you. Okay, Sagittarius, we've got a lot to talk about. You are the last sign this month that I'm doing, and it is currently 2 o'clock in the morning, as I have been on a bit of a rush to finish these readings, as it was a hectic holiday season as well. I was fortunate enough to celebrate my grandmother's 100th birthday during this holiday season, so that was a wonderful, fortunate thing for me to have. And as someone with a lot of Sagittarius in my chart as well, it's interesting to be celebrating these big milestones with family members or personally. You probably have a huge milestone coming up this month. Why do I say that? Why do I feel like this is the energy of milestones? Well, you've got the King of Pentacles, you've got the Strength card, and you've got the Tower card. So it's kind of like in The Devil Wears Prada, where they say, like, where her life like falls apart. They're like, well, it's time for a promotion. That's kind of what I'm feeling for you. Things could fall apart in January. Actually, for mature Sagittariuses, it probably already happened in December, and this is like already delayed. But there could be like a harsh realization where it's like, I'm working harder than any human should ever work. I can't put myself through this anymore. There could be a need to reform. There could be a need to work less. There could be a need to save more. There could be a need to involve yourself in less things. Like, I'm just feeling like there's something overdone, as typically is indicated by the combination of Five of Pentacles, the Tower, and Six of Pentacles. Oftentimes I see too much leverage with those combinations. I see too much debt. I see too much lack of sobriety, lack of reality. So reality is going to hit you this month, specifically around the third week, once the North Node and South Node are firmly shifted into Taurus and Scorpio. And, you've had the South Node in your sign for all of 2021, basically. So 2021 was all about your purpose, your dreams, your desires, how things could be, very subjunctive considerations. And now they have to get real, or you have to let them go. And that's a painstaking place, I understand, to be, where it's like, I know that in order to take on this purpose, it requires a sacrifice in my life. And I know that there's no guarantee that this purpose will manifest. So am I willing to sacrifice a long-running aspect of my life or my experience for something that's not guaranteed? I understand that. That's where we see like the Tower. It's like, gosh, that's a really hard decision to make. How do I solidly stand behind any of those positions? Well, firstly is to start changing the mindset around what a guarantee is, and to start to understand that, if your purpose is not guaranteed, nothing is. Nothing really is guaranteed, but we get really tricky in our mind. We make little contracts with ourselves about like, I know that my lungs breathe air and that's guaranteed. Is it? Okay. I know that like if I get into a car accident, that my car insurance will like kick in and like pay me back or like comp it all. Is that a guarantee? I know that if I get sick, I can go to the doctor and they will like heal me. Is that guaranteed? Like, I don't really know that there's any guarantees, so I'm not really understanding this conflict that many Sagittarians are having about like stepping into purpose. Like, well, my purpose is not guaranteed. If I step into that, if I like contribute to that, it's just not guaranteed that it's going to come to fruition. But it's important to start understanding that here in 2022, there is no guarantee of anything. So just to have identified your purpose, just to have figured that out in the year of 2021 is huge. And January of 2022 asks you to like go in perhaps, or to like actually maybe make that real. So there's a lot of emotional level up to do here. There's a lot of cutting back means, like spending less, like you've got to really get serious. Things are pretty lofty with the previous nodal axis. Like there's a lot of like, I don't know, random expenses or indulgences or luxuries or conceptual things that just won't be here anymore, and we have to really get real. So I like seeing the Strength card. I like seeing the King of Pentacles. I like seeing the Queen of Cups. But that's about all that I'm loving in this reading. I mean, Two of Pentacles reverse is not bad. You might start to overcome some of this indecisiveness. But basically what I'm seeing here is a lot of like... what's the right word? It's a lot of being out of tune with the human experience, which happens to Sagittarius sometimes. It's not a human sign. It's like the centaur, so it's like not animal, it's not human. So it is in a different category anyway. But the thing about the human experience is, I would assume that you're a human if you're listening to this, but the thing about that is it's very contingent. And Sagittarius sometimes has a hard time with that. On one hand, they're like incredible great gamblers, incredible entrepreneurs, incredible lawyers, all of those things that have like a lot of contingency in them, right? But at the same time, it's kind of changed ever since 2020, and I'm seeing so many Sagittarians playing things too safe, you know, preferring, I don't know, that, preferring, like having someone offer you the job of a dream, but you're like, no, I kind of just want to not have like my government benefits threatened by like making a high income. Imagine like a lot of that type of thing, and a lot of, well, I've finally become self-employed, or I've finally made my own business, and that works. And even though I don't like it, doing it, it's like secure, it's making money, it's what other people want, you know, but it's my purpose isn't there. So like we have maybe a bit of a conundrum here about like security versus purpose. And ultimately you've got to find out how to merge them together. Also, you need to listen to your instincts. Judgment reversed. I'm seeing this come up a lot this month. Like not hearing the shift, not hearing the call to action, not hearing or not being available for the needed elevation. So we have to make ourselves available. That's across the board in January for all the signs, making oneself available to be there for purpose. What does that look like in practice? That looks like not wasting a lot of time, okay? Automating what you can in your life, not overworking, not spending too much time like in overtime hours. 2021 was the only year that would ever really work out very well. And probably removing a few things from your experience, okay? Some things have to go. Ho ho. So knowing that that's happening, it's a bad month to like suddenly be in debt. Oh no, I have to work more to pay this off. Oh no, like anything that basically triggers you to like sacrifice free time is a difficult thing here. 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, reverse, 6 of Pentacles, contracts, debt, mortgage, leveraging, anything like that is not the greatest territory this month. Certainly, I'm sure that there are many of you doing it responsibly, but don't be impulsive with it. Let's talk about your week-to-week Sagittarius. In the first week of January, you have the King of Pentacles rooted down by strength. And this is a high point. I mean, first week of January, wow. Incredible business acumen, incredible strategic strength, incredible material abundance. Also, the ability to overcome an addiction, the ability to overcome negative health habits, poor diet, poor budgeting, impulse buys. These things you can overcome right there in the first week of January, so that's great. It's a wonderful week to maybe set a New Year's resolution or to start getting things right in your life. Oh my God. Okay, week number 2, you've got 5 of Pentacles rooted down by 2 of Pentacles reversed. I bet you guys can tell that it's 2:30 a.m. I bet that you guys can tell that Sky's feeling the late night reading vibe. Because when Five of Pentacles comes up over Two of Pentacles reversed, there's nothing anymore that you can hide. So try to not hide. Try to not hide yourself in indecisiveness. Try to not hide yourself in poverty consciousness. These people, they're walking by the warm church window and they're hidden. They're hidden from the warmth. They're hidden from the abundance. They're hiding themselves away from it. They're right there, but they won't let themselves in. Two of Pentacles reversed. You're hiding yourself from life. You're hiding yourself from the path. Like you're sitting at two paths diverging and you're like, I don't know which one to take. And because you're not on one of the paths, you're not really living. So you've got to like start living again. Third week, you've got Judgment reversed, rooted down by the Six of Pentacles. Okay. It's easy to ignore purpose and start making contracts. It's easy to deny a call to action. It's easy to beg someone else to figure things out for you. It's easy to be in a very submissive relationship, or to be very submissive in any type of relationship. Like, it's like you don't know some type of information. Like you're like, I need a lawyer. I need a life coach. I need an astrologer. I need a doctor. I need a realtor. I need like all these people to like facilitate my life for me. And that puts you into that lower position, and it puts these like people who should not be above you. So watch out for weird hierarchy games. I would divest myself from many types of hierarchy games, from many types of like seeking of advice. Just for now. It'll get better for you. I mean, your ruling planet's in Pisces. It's good for it, but it's also very better for like writing a huge sci-fi fiction novel than it is for like, I don't know, doing something super, super real. But to not trail off too much, Sagittarius, basically in the third week of January, you want to be quicker to allow yourself free open space in realistic contemplation than you do, for example, want to like desperately start calling around trying to find other people to make your life decisions for you. So it's a kind of a big paradigm shift right in the third week of January. It's like nodes are shifting. They're firmly getting placed in different signs out of your axis. So it's like, now I have to get more practical. Now I have to accept certain realities. Now I have to come to grips with certain truths, and that can be very healing. But I just recommend a lot of time in some type of healing space to acclimate, sauna, hot springs, acupuncture, anything. Week 4, Queen of Cups, rooted down by the Tower. Okay, emotional purge. The Tower has been needing to come up for Sagittarius for a long time. It's not a bad thing. It's not going to be an accident. It's not going to be some type of destructive force unless you're super, super in denial about things. But sometimes things have to be deconstructed and redone. Sometimes things have to be demolished and rebuilt. Sometimes that's what's going to give you the best emotional place, is rebuilding something from the ground up, or eventually seeking advice in a more sober and more authoritative way, instead of, being on your knees begging someone to help you do something. It's important to power up, okay? And it's important to just understand where you emotionally stand on all of these new constructs in your life in the fourth week, and to allow certain things to dissipate and divest if they need, and to allow yourself to maybe get on pen and paper what you want, so that can be that. Anyway, Sagittarius, let's talk more about wants in your extended reading. Let's talk more about understanding how to get that in a reasonable and sensical place. And I'll talk a bit about health and relationships for you as well in your extended reading. It will be linked below. And in the center of your screen, you've got the Sagittarius. Hopefully the reading resonated. Check out your sun, moon, rising sign if it didn't. I understand that there's a weird little shift going on for you right now, but it's going to be for the best. It's kind of like, I don't know, getting a cavity filled at the dentist. It might not feel great right now. And then for some of you, it's awesome if you've already done some of this stuff, if you've already kind of restructured, if you've already kind of gone through this. It's like nothing but strength here and financial prosperity. But ultimately what you're doing here, what you're going through here is a wonderful healing mechanism. So I will talk more in your extended reading about it. Click below or in the center of your screen to do that. Much love, Sagittarius. Have a great month. Bye.